If you're like me, you were probably a little bit mesmerized by Apple's keynote. I don't know, Apple does a very good job at their keynotes. They make you want to buy everything that they have. Literally, today I'm going to be talking about the watches, why I chose the SE over the Series A and the Ultra. Literally, when I watched the keynote, I wanted the Ultra. The Ultra was just calling my name. It was just something that I needed. They made it seem like if you didn't have this watch, you're not manly. It was like an Old Spice commercial, but for watches. It was like, this watch does this, 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 and that. And I was like, ooh, I like to do this, 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 and that sometimes. The only problem that I did have with the Ultra was the price. The Ultra, I feel like it's a good watch. It's nice. It looks clean for the most part, except for the non-customizable part of it. For example, why is it orange? If I want to wear anything else with it, the orange button layout thing would just be awkward. I don't know if it's only made for emergencies. It's good, but sometimes I even think about the purpose of it. For example, would anybody that's doing any of those things that they suggest, will it be good for them? Like 36 hours, I don't know how good it is for someone that's very active and wanting to go out and do things in the outdoors. I really want to see somebody test that out. How good is it going to be if I just want to go out in the wilderness and survive? Will the Ultra help me out? Another thing with the Ultra that kind of questioned my decision was how big it was. I have the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3, which I like a lot. I like just how girthy and big it is just because it made me feel like a man. Like it takes up my whole wrist, and whenever I put it on, it's not like the Apple Watch. I feel like the current or the past Apple Watches, they're very small, puny, and I don't know, they just miss that manly feature when it comes to the Apple Watch. And for the Ultra, it gave that manly feature, but the only problem with that is I felt like it's more industrial. It's not something that I can go back and forth with. For example, the Galaxy Watch 3 that I do have, I feel like I can work out with it, and then at the same time, I can change the wristband and I can go out with it. It looks so nice. Like literally, that's why I got it. I can intertwine with it, and the price was not bad. I got it for about 200, and yeah, I really enjoy it. When it comes to the Series 8, I just feel like the Series 8 was very in between, and Apple did not know what to do. Literally, Apple just took the Series 7 and just, I guess, upgraded just a little bit, which doesn't justify the price of it. Literally, I feel like the things that they did with it was not good enough for me. I mean, they have the, what is it? The ovulation, I believe it's called, for the females, but I identify as a male, so that has absolutely nothing to do with me. And they had another scanner that I'm pretty sure 99% of the time I will never use. So I don't even know the name of it, honestly. So that's how much it values to me. And also, when it comes to the Series 8, it was just, now I'm hitting the point where I'm thinking like, what else can Apple, or what else can they do to make the watches better? Like the 7 and 8, very similar. I think they're gonna discontinue the 7, I guess, just to promote the 8, because let's be honest, if the 7 and 8 are similar, the 7 is gonna go down in price, so why not just get the 7 instead of the 8? Like, Apple has a lot of questions to answer. But this is where it leads me to the SE. The reason why I got the SE, simply because number one, the price, very affordable. Like, it's basically everything I needed. For me personally, I am one of those individuals that's going to use my Apple Watch for activities and keeping track of things that I'm doing, more in the health and fitness side of it. For example, I just wanted something that goes with all my Apple ecosystem. You know, Apple like to stranglehold us and make sure that we get everything that they have, or else it's not gonna work with the system. I mean, I like my Samsung Galaxy Watch 3. I was an Android user before, and it's good, but it's not the same with the iPhone, you know? It's just a little different. It just feels out of the blues. And then every time I have to travel or go places, like I always have to remember to get the charger and things like that. So one thing that made this decision was, oh, get an Apple Watch, and then I have a charger that I can just take, and it charges like a dock. Basically, it's a dock that charges everything at once, and it just makes it very easy on me, which I like so much. You know, this SE, I get all the pros that I want. For example, it gives me all the workout features and things like that at a lower rate. And on top of that, I get a good processor. Like the processor in this, very good. I think it's also as good as the Series 8, which I mean, it just came out. It's what, almost 400 or 500. I don't even know. That's how much I'm not into the Series 8. Bought for about 300, I believe I paid for it. I think it's 280, but let's just round it to 300. I feel like with this, I know with the Apple Watch, it's not like the iPhones. I'm not gonna have to upgrade every year. So for 3-4 years, hopefully, it's gonna be solid. I know with this, I get exactly what I'm paying for. And one thing that I did notice is very lightweight. I don't even feel it on my arm. Like literally, this is my Samsung Galaxy Watch. I notice this on my arm at all times. Like, I don't know. With the Apple Watch, it's very lightweight. Hopefully it lasts. So far, so good. I just can't wait to get into it and do so much more. I really like this decision that I made. I mean, Apple's pushing on other things, but I just feel like the SE, it gets the job done for me personally. What do you think? Do you think I made the right decisions? Comment down below.